Good evening, everyone, and welcome to round 14 version of Melbourne Metro Recap Show. Tonight we've got Unch as per usual, and we've got the snapper, Dylan Fisher from Moonee Valley. Good evening, boys.
Clarky,
how are you, brother?
Good, mate. Good. So we've got a lot to get through tonight. We've got all the finals pretty much worked out except for Prem League, but we'll get to that shortly. So as per usual, any comments, questions, whatever else, chuck it in the chat and I'll try and get to it. Now, first up again, I'll put this up for the last time. I spoke to one of the boys at Narre Warren today and they said it's filling up quick. So we've got the fundraiser for Campbell at the Narre Warren Bowls Club. Of course, all profits go to support Campbell and his family. So I think they were talking about making it $50 per person for the next couple of weeks. So they've downgraded that to $50 per person. Big sportsman's night. So get down there, support them. Otherwise, ring the club or email them if you'd like to make a donation. So there we go. All right, boys. Got anything in summary before we kick the show off? Unch's dog makes an appearance. Haven't had that on the tab for a while.
Just had to try to shut her up for a little bit, mate. So she's got to be on here, mate. It's the only way to keep her quiet. She loves the attention.
That's all right. Dylan, you got anything before we start?
Nah, let's get into it, mate.
All right. Yeah, I'm going well, boys. Thanks. All right.
Only joking, pal. How did you go on the weekend, mate? Only joking.
Had a good win again.
Whereabouts? What was the score? Come on, give us a quick rundown. Let's go.
At home against Ferntree Gully, who are sixth, I think. So they were going into a dead rubber for themselves. We had to win to make sure we stayed on top because we didn't want to really worry about the results from the Boronia match. So this weekend, Boronia playing Boronia at Croydon for the first one, double chance. So yeah, hopefully get over the line in that one and then have a week off. Not real keen to play on Sunday, so that's where we're at. It's good.
Is that for the Clark Cup or?
Yeah. Yes, if you want to. Yes, the Clark semi-final cup. So.
Yep. All right. Okay.
Hopefully we get up like everyone else. You'd rather get up on the first game and then leave it to chance, or rather than leave it to chance, just get up on the first game, get it over and done with, and then move on. But we'll see. Boronia is a very formidable opponent, so definitely not taking them lightly.
No, I definitely hear what you mean about that win Saturday, don't play Sunday, because of, I'll tell you what, I've got myself in a little bit of a conundrum here. I've got myself in the Scheisenhausen, I think. I've got to keep it down a little bit. Told the missus, we can do the daughter's birthday party on a Sunday. Yeah, that'll be fine, not a problem.
Oh, no.
Look it up, and it's this Sunday. So,
what have you done?
I hope we win, or else on
You're
maybe
in a world of it.
I'm worse than the doghouse. So, yeah.
Yes.
So, Snapper, if you've got a spare room, brother, let me know.
Got a couch for you, mate.
Beautiful, mate, I'll take it. Anything I can get.
Unch, I did the right thing last weekend. I've already told my other half. I said, we've got nothing, absolutely nothing on for the next 3 weeks. Don't even try and plan anything. Nuh-uh. Next 3 weeks, I'm out. Yeah. Saturday, Sunday, whole weekend.
I just always forget about these Sunday, like the Sunday games for finals and that. And like, I'm bad enough. I don't even know who we're playing like this week normally. So until I get to Thursday. So thinking sort of a month ahead, playing on a Sunday for a final wasn't exactly going through my brain. So I'm either going to be, absolutely in the doghouse, or my kids are going to, my daughter's going to love me again and I can go, or I'm going to have to be playing bowls and the whole family's probably going to hate me. So, I love bowls. It's great.
Snapper, you and I know there's not much that goes on in Unch's brain. So it's not surprising, mate.
It'd be exhausting spending an hour or two in there, I think.
Oh, mate, it is, mate. Trust me, it is.
All right, let's get on with it. Enough chit-chat. We've got enough on tonight. All right, controversy corner. Let's go.
Yeah, I read about that. How shocking.
Oh, you
can't say that.
All right, a couple of things to bring up this week, boys. A couple of things. Now, I did notice during the week, I'm not overly happy, but it happens, and I'm just going to put it out there. Now, if somebody wants to have a go at Unch, me or Todd, by all means, have a go, but don't post it publicly, and especially don't misquote us. So there was a post during the week, somebody misquoted us and saying that we said certain things that was pretty harmful to two particular clubs. Not going into the details, but we definitely didn't say what was written in the post. So honestly, if you want to have a go, have a go. I've put it up before. Here's my email. People know how to contact me via Facebook. So by all means, just ring us, and just if you've got a problem, ring us. Get us on the email and say, hey, I didn't like what you said or something else, and just clear the air before you go around misquoting us. So that's all I'm going to say there. No, go for it.
Clarkie, can I just have a little crack as well?
Go.
Like, the other side of it is like, we don't know what we're really doing here. Like, we're just trying to have a crack at it and whatever else. So, like, what we say, and a lot of the times is a lot of banter, or it's not meant seriously. Like, one club hates another club, blah blah blah. It's like an old school rivalry or something like that. It's just take what we say as a bit of a grain of salt, and just take it for what it is. In most cases, it's a bit of banner, or we're just trying to pump a game up, or, something like that. So, like, seriously, just come on. That's all I need to say. If I say any more.
There's enough people that know us and know how to get in contact with us, so just do it. Don't be posting stuff publicly. Righto, next one. I'm going to get ahead of the curveball here, or get ahead of the curve on this one. I've had a look at the weather report over the last couple of days, and it looks like she's going to be a hot day on Saturday and could be potentially pretty wet on Sunday. So, before people start going berserk on Facebook and, what do we do? What do we do? What Bowls Vic going to do? I've spent a little bit of time today on the phone to the guys at Bowls Vic, and we have a bit of an answer as to what everybody needs to do Saturday, Sunday in terms of getting results. So I'm going to flash this up and walk through what we're going to do, or what Bowls Vic, the conditions are. So to put it quickly, Friday night game, if it's abandoned for any reason, right, the game is to be played Saturday morning. If the Saturday afternoon game is abandoned for whatever reason, it's to be played Sunday morning. If the Sunday afternoon game is abandoned, it's to be played by a maximum of the following Saturday morning. Now, games can be played during the week if both parties agree. It can even be played at night under lights. So, to summarise one of the major rules, the game rule which says that you must be finished by 6 o'clock goes out the window. Does not apply for finals. The 1 hour wait time for weather, whether it's stinking hot or whether it's raining, does not apply either. Okay, so those rules go out the window for everybody that wants to know. So if it's absolutely peeing down with rain, it doesn't matter. You guys break, and you break for as long as you need to, and then you get back into play. So I've given them an example here for Saturday afternoon's game. If the weather goes over 36 degrees, both sides need to wait until the required return to play. So once it drops under 36, you can return to play. Now, there is no time limit on it. So if you need to play, if it's 36 until 6 o'clock at night, 7 o'clock at night, turn the lights on if you've got them. If you haven't got them, then agree to play Sunday morning. So, but both teams must agree to play on the Sunday morning. Otherwise, you finish Saturday. Even if it's 12 o'clock at night, it doesn't matter. So hopefully that gets it out of the way. So is that as clear as mud, boys?
I reckon that's pretty good, actually, and reasonable. I mean, potential for it to be a long day, but I think it's finals and everyone's keen and wants to play. And as you just said before, Clarkie, you're going to push aside any other normal plans that you had. And if it needs to be a long day or two, then you just get it done.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So, because the rule is basically, in the conditions of play, it says you must make every effort to finish the game on the day that it is scheduled to be played. So, But of course, Friday night's a little bit hard because you can't be playing until 1 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I
No.
would, but I'd play in the snow. So,
Yeah,
but most people couldn't.
It's good they've got a contingency plan in place, and let's hope the forecast improves as it does a lot of the time, especially with a Monday forecast. It can change quite dramatically, but at least they're planning ahead, so that's good.
Yep. Well, it was, again, can you change players on the Sunday if the delay from Saturday? No. Jem, you cannot. So you can't change players. So if somebody's busy on a Sunday, then your team just doesn't agree to play on the Sunday. You just try and get the game out of the way Saturday, and what's the well, there's no standard rule because you're not injured, so therefore you can't sub.
I was going to say, with that though, don't you? I'm not sure on the rule, but don't you name an emergency as well, or not? Or is that just like a club thing that you sort of name?
I think it's a club thing. Yeah, I think it's a club thing, but I don't think you can just sub somebody for the hell of subbing somebody. But again, that's a way out there rule. That's a way out there rule. If clubs want to broach it, I'm sure they can speak to Bolsvik, but honestly, I think the general common sense thing is try and finish the game. I mean, we've got light until 8:30 at night, 9 o'clock, whatever it is. So
as Snapper said, mate, like it's Monday. By the time it gets to Friday, it could be back down to 31, and then half the time when it reckons it's going to be 38 or 37 or something like that. It normally doesn't get to it anyway. So
no,
it is what it is. Just play. Go from there. Yeah. Just drink water.
Like I said,
keep hydrated. You'll be right.
Yeah,
put a hat on.
Like I said, look, I just wanted to get ahead of it because I can imagine by Wednesday, if the temperature is going to be like that, Facebook's going to light up like a Christmas tree. So everybody get that out to your clubs, et cetera, get organised nice and early, and then there's no hassles. And
if you know it's going to be this hot, like it's going to be, prepare for it. Make sure you're drinking water all day Friday. Friday night. There's easy ways to keep yourself hydrated and get yourself prepared for what could be a long weekend, or especially what might be a hot one. There's plenty of things to do. So just get on it a couple of days beforehand instead of thinking, I'll just do it on Saturday morning. Do it. Start Thursday. Drink heaps of water. Just go from there.
Because there is potentially a lot of rain forecast for Sunday as well, so that throws another spanner in it. So that's why I thought I'd get it all out there. Everyone understands the rules. Yep. Bolsvik aren't going to get 500 phone calls during the week. So there we go. All right. Beautiful. Let's go. Premier League. We'll start with the results from the weekend. So in an absolute belter, I'm told, and you guys could probably answer this better than I can. Melbourne went down to Altona 76-78, and I heard it came down to the last end, so we'll discuss that in a bit. Bundoora 89 defeated Deer Park 76. Clayton, once again, just sums up their season. Got beaten well and truly by Moonee Valley. And Essendon defeated Yarraville Footscray 77-68. Now, we'll get on to the Melbourne Altona stuff in a minute, but you guys can discuss those games. I heard Friday night was a belter. Came down to the last couple of ends.
Well, I don't reckon Snapper would be able to give us much because he was playing.
We finished a little bit earlier than them and watched the last few ends on the stream. So, but other than that, I don't know too much.
Yeah, from what I saw, I popped in sort of here and there as I normally do on a Friday night because I just don't have time and I don't want to sit there and watch a whole game. Every time I sort of flicked it on, she was sort of within 5 or 6, maybe 10 maximum shots. So it was a pretty nip and tuck all game. And then at one stage it looked like Altona was probably going to run away with it, probably with 10 or so ends to go, and Melbourne, had a fight back, and then what happened, last end special. So well done to Altona. Snap, well done to you guys too, mate. Just secured your final spot too.
Yeah, we did. So 16 points was the number we had to get, anything that or above to secure finals, with Melbourne and Altona having to play each other twice. So, yeah, that's put us in a good spot that we're just awaiting the winner of their catch-up round this Saturday, and we'll be playing them the following Friday night in a knockout game. But I think we'll get to that in a sec. But, yeah, it's a good feeling getting that 16 points and not having to worry about other results.
Yeah, just in your own hands helps, doesn't it, man? You're not sort of sitting around waiting and hoping you're going to get in. You know what's going on now. You can start preparing for it and go from there. Talking about that, which do you have a preference to play, Melbourne, Altona, or who do you think it's going to be?
We'll get to that. Hang on, we'll just show everyone the ladder.
Oh, come on, mate.
No, just so we can show everybody, because again, just make it as clear as we can. So Deer Park finished on top by a good game and a bit. Yarraville Footscary. Well done, Matty. I've typed well. They finished up on 158. So again, they're a good 3 games ahead of Moonee Valley, who's now secure in third. Or not secure, but they're in the top 4. Altona, Melbourne still have the asterisk. As you can tell there, they're pretty close, 120 to 117. Essendon ended the season well on 113 points, and then Bundoora and Clayton, unfortunately, are going to get relegated. So just to explain to everyone, Melbourne, Altona still have to play from their round 7 washout, and it will be winner takes all, basically. Winner into the final, loser out.
That's it. Just a quick one. It's only Clayton relegated, just the one from Premier.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, Bundoora survive. But yes, Melbourne, Altona this Saturday at Altona. Winner will finish in the finals and play us the following Friday. So there's no scenario that a draw or anything funny with the points could see either side, both sides getting through. It's quite literally a round 14 elimination final.
Interesting point. What happens if it is a draw? Extra end?
No, because it's a round, just a round 14.
Yeah, it's a regular season game.
Yes. So a draw would see Altona make it, as they're currently 3 points ahead of Melbourne.
Yep.
Now, going back to my original question, Snap, who do you think it'll be? Do you have a preference?
I don't like being a fence sitter. It being at Altona favours them. Their green is quite unique in it's quite a short green. Not sure if you guys have played there recently, but since they put the decking in there, it's a short green. It's a tiff. It runs really well, but it's quite difficult to get your head around as an away side initially. The Melbourne boys will be across that and all over it, but I just think Altona play really well at home, so I'm backing them to win just, but it wouldn't surprise me one bit if the Melbourne boys got fired up and were able to win that and make finals. Who I'd prefer to play, I am going to sit on the fence there because they're both extremely capable sides. Both got match winners. Their back end is very, very good, and it comes down to if their front ends can give them the bowls in the head for the back end to do their thing. That's pretty much what it'll come down to.
Yeah, I think you're probably right on that. I think I agree with your pick for Altona to win. It is, as you said, it can be a funny green to play on that one, especially if you don't pick it up early. I think for away sides, it can do some funny things, and sort of with that deck sort of right behind it now, she's very tight, isn't it, mate?
It is. And also the lighting there isn't that great. It's another thing I noticed there. So, look, some people love playing Friday nights. Some people, think it's way different to Saturdays. So, look, it'll be interesting. It came down to the last end at Melbourne. It could very well come down to the last end again at Altona. There's not much between the two at all.
And I'm sure there'll be a ripping crowd there just quietly too. They normally get a pretty good crowd for just a normal Friday night game, Altona. But with finals on the line, a do or die game, I reckon there might be a few daros really kicking around down there. It'll be on.
Yeah, I think so. It's a really good atmosphere down there, as you said. Even just a normal game, they get a good crowd and a good atmosphere. So this one's got an extra bit of spice to it. It should be really good.
So it is Friday night. What's the schedule there, Dylan? Definitely Friday night?
Sorry.
It'll be Saturday.
Made a mistake there. It's Saturday. Scrap that. It's actually Saturday they're playing.
They'll have even more people there on Saturday because the races will be on and the tab will be kicking, and they will be just frothing at the bit to have a go. Yes.
Sorry about that. Saturday, but still same program. The Green's tricky for an away side. Melbourne, they've been there, done that before. They know what it takes to win. Altona are keen and hungry. They've been just on the fringe of finals the last few years, so it should be a cracking game.
You know what, mate? I'm going to actually change my tip now. If it's on Saturday, I reckon Melbourne will get the job done.
Right. All right. Well, I'll stick with Altona, so we'll go head-to-head.
Done, mate. I just thought I'd take the opposite for you, mate.
Unch's sticking his neck out. It's going to come back to bite him in the ass.
Mate. I've been there for a year. They're a resilient bunch. They're also, you know, I say this, and Snapper said it, like the back ends on both sides are just astronomical. Like there's some genuine superstars who are playing. You know, Spurry's playing for Melbourne. You got, Aaron Wilson playing for, sorry about that, me dog again. Aaron Wilson playing for Altona. You got Matty Elo. I've never been able to say his name. Yeah, Elo. He's got, you know, he's there. It's just big, Brycey. You know, it's just a big game, and it'll be fireworks. I reckon, man. I reckon it'll be on early. There'll be a bit of spite. I know what the Melbourne boys are like. They like to get up and about and whatever else. But sometimes when things don't exactly go their way, they don't like it, I guess is probably the best way of putting it. You can feel it, you know, at times. So, but no, I'll back Melbourne in. I reckon a day game's a better option for them than a night game. It's the only thing I can come up with just to go against your Snap. So that's what we're
good on you.
Yeah.
The amount of stuff that you make up, Unch, is just beyond me.
I know, it's good, isn't it, eh?
I know. All right, we'll get into Prem Reserve. Here we go, the big one. Let's have a look at the results from Prem Reserve from the weekend. So we had Dandenong Club defeated by MCC, and it was Dandenong Club's big chance to potentially get off the bottom. So unfortunately for them, we'll see shortly, but unfortunately for them, they're going to be relegated. Fitzroy, 80, defeated Port Melbourne, 63. All ranks up there by Fitzroy, which is a fairly decent win. Whittlesea decided to just upset Kem Flynn a bit on the last game, so 73 to 67 there. And the Big Eastern Derby, Lilydale 68 got defeated by Heathmont 81. So we will go to the ladder and see what the results are and how the finals shape up. So MCC, of course, finishing on top and well on top. A good 2 and a bit games in front. Heathmont gets into second with that win over Lilydale, of course. Fitzroy sneak into third, Lilydale fourth. And unfortunately for Whittlesea and Dandenong, Whittlesea gave it the best shot they could on the weekend, but unfortunately those guys get relegated to Division 1 next year. So we've got the games coming up for this week. So both are being played on the Friday night. So Fitzroy Victoria versus Lilydale at Moonee Ponds, Friday night at 7 o'clock. MCC are playing Heathmont. Geez, my spelling's been shocking today. Or my typing, I should say. I know. So MCC and Heathmont are playing at Burwood District Bowls Club Friday night at 7 o'clock, and it will be live on Bowls Vic TV, BVTV, on Facebook and YouTube. So who are we thinking, boys, for those two games? First of all, Fitzroy, Lilydale.
After you, Snap.
That was at Burwood, wasn't it?
No, that's at
Moonee Ponds.
Moonee Ponds.
Moonee Ponds, okay. Well, I think Fitzroy for that one, but that's a flip of a coin. Not much in it. Obviously, been not much in the whole comp the whole season. So, I'm going to go with Fitzroy for that one.
Fitzroy.
Okay, we'll go against each other. I'll take. I'll back Lilydale in from that one.
Yep.
I reckon they're there. I just reckon they'll get the job done.
I'm sitting on the fence here. I'm just the host. I know nothing. No, I'm the same. I'll take Lilydale. As I said, got plenty of mates out there. So go to Eagles on that one.
And MCC and Heathmont.
MCC and Heathmont at Burwood.
MCC have got a really good side, and it looks like they're starting to get it together at the right time. And I think will win the comp, but anything can happen in finals. But I'll be tipping them.
I'm going the upset. I reckon Heathmont will get the job done. They've been written off all year. They were going to come last. If you asked a lot of people what was going to happen is that they were going to be relegated. They were going to be easily relegated. Me old mate Coco Basil Ward has just got them just firing at the right time. There's a lot of damn good players in that Heathmont side that have played a lot of high level bowls that I don't think they get enough credit for, to be honest. And the other side of it is it's a free hit for them. You know, they're probably everyone's expected MCC to get the job done, and I'm going to take Heathmont in an absolute nail biter. But I reckon the Lamontas will get the job done. So there you go, Baz. I've made a tip for you, mate. I hope you're happy with it.
Yeah, well, they've won their last two, so they're going into this week in pretty good form.
And I know they beat them early. I think they went 1-1 throughout the year, I think. So I think it was, I'm pretty sure Heathmont beat them at Heathmont and then MCC beat them over there. So it's, it's a 50-50, but yeah, I've got a feeling there might be a bit of I just got a feeling there might be an upset on the cards there.
We'll keep you to that, Unch. We'll keep you to that.
Yeah, no, that's fine, mate. Hey, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that MCC is not going to go on and win the whole thing. I just got a feeling there's an upset on the cards.
No. Well, I'll now. Inside word that Lucas Protopappas' rink is going to be on the live feed.
Is he in the top side or not?
Yes, he's in the top. Well, it obviously hasn't been named, but he's played there the last 2 or 3 weeks. So,
okay.
It's not the inside world. No, I spoke to Lucas and he was having a joke today, and he said, "Wouldn't it be funny if we got the live rink?" Because I think he's playing with Matty Odebray, and he said somebody else. I'll find out who he's been playing with, but
Stevie Webber, Matty Odebray, yeah, that rink.
Yeah,
but you look at it, like any rink they pick is going to be a ripper. Like any of the MCC rinks are just there's talent all through that side, and the same with the Heathmont one. Like personally, out of the Heathmont side, if they were to pick it, I'd like to see Finton's rink or Nick Dawes rink. To be honest, that's just a personal pick. Dory's been in the over 60s Victorian side for the last 3 or 4 years or something, and it just keeps getting better with age. Finton's a quality bowler who not too many know about really, and I'd love to see him sort of do his thing on the live set feed just to show everyone how good he really is, because that man's a bloody good bowler. Yeah,
and Heathmont honestly don't want Lucas Protopappas anywhere near a live feed. I've seen his last 2 and just not good, just not. I was having a laugh with him today. I said, mate, just stay away from the live feed. Last 2 times he's been on the live feed, he's just had absolute
shockers. He might give us a couple of rumours at the same time, though, mate. We hold loose lips. He might sort of give us a couple of little sneaky rumours or something. Who knows?
I know.
Apart from all that fun, good luck anyway, Lucas. I hope you go well, man. If you're in that side, one of our own. So good luck to you, mate.
No, good luck to everyone on the weekend for those guys. Again, I just want to go back and have a look at this ladder, and then Snapple will let you go. If we have a look at this Prem Reserve ladder, and we've been saying it all year, but what an absolute cracker of a section, or a league, if you want to put it that way. Like Dandenong Club finished up on 108, and they were less than 15 points. They were basically a game away from making finals.
Oh, it's awesome.
And same with Witkowski. And that's the thing. It's a shame that 2 of them have got to go out in such a tight sort of division. It really is. And it'll be sad to see Witkowski and Dandenong go down into Div 1, but I have absolutely no doubt that they'll come roaring back and give it a good chance next year. So
I guess it just goes to show how important winning the early games and the close games. I don't mean not harping on Whittlesey or anything like that, but I reckon they probably lost 3 or 4 games in the first 6 weeks, 5 weeks or something like that by under 10 shots when they were in positions to win them. And I know the boys over there know that. I don't mean to harp on the boys. I'm sorry, but
no.
There was a couple. There's probably 4 games or 5 games that I lost where they were in winning positions and a bad end by a rink late, or just a bit of a brain fart by the side has probably ended up costing them, which they'll be spewing about. But You know, there's a lot of talent, especially at Whittlesea, that it's homegrown talent, so they're not going anywhere. And Danny Club, well, I'll be the first one to win. I was pretty surprised to see that. I expected them to be probably at the start of the year. I probably expected them to be playing finals, to be honest. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there now. It could, who knows? Who knows what could happen?
Yeah,
it could be a goods, it could be bads, it could be players leaving, it might be players coming in. I don't know, but it'd be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, because we all know they've got a couple of good Scottish imports, and Dandenong Club really look after their imports in terms of, you know, finding them employment and the likes. And yeah, be interesting to see what they do next year. Now that they're out, like I said, it's unfortunate, but with such a close division, it's somebody had to go. So, what do you do?
It's as I said, at least probably the only comfort they have is the fact that they're going into the last game that everyone still had a chance to either make finals or get relegated. You know, so it was in their own hands, I guess, in a way.
Yep.
But it's the way it is, mate. It's only 8 sides, 2 go down, unfortunately, and unfortunately this year it's Whittlesea and Danny Club.
Yep.
I think Aussie could be wrapped with the Prem Reserve comp and how it's going. I think it's been a huge success.
Yeah,
definitely,
and again, it's good to see them get the live feed this week. You know, they get their grand final live fed, and you'll see there's not a huge amount of difference between Prem Reserve and Prem, and that's the other gold thing, is that as Essendon have shown this year, they've come up from Prem Reserve into Prem and been able to hold their own. So even Clayton going down to Prem Reserve, look, it's not going to be a walk in the park to all of a sudden go straight back up at all.
No, and I think it's great for a side like Clayton that getting relegated once upon a time was a big jump back to Div 1, but just going back to Prem Reserve now in a really strong, even comp, it makes it hurt a little less. Even for a proud club like Clayton that's been in Premier League for, I think, about 17 years. At least now, going back to Prem Reserve, I'm sure they'll recruit and be strong and try and have a crack at getting back to the top league.
No, you're probably right with that, Snap. There's not that massive drop-off, is there, man? Like, it's not like I think the whole idea with Prem Reserve or Prem B was just to make it, a bit of a step before going to Premier, I guess. So you could, if you were sort of thereabouts, you had that extra sort of year, or you had a bit of time to figure out what you needed to maybe recruit or something like that. But if you went back down to Div 1, it's hard to hold players. B, it's hard to recruit to try to go back up. So it's been a great idea. It's a great concept, and it showed with the closeness.
Absolutely.
Oh, and look, even for the guys, Dandenong Club and who was the other club that's getting relegated out of Whittlesea. Even going back to Div 1, it's not easy even now just to go back to Div 1 and go, well, we'll just walk it in back straight back into Prem Reserve next year. Div 1 is so strong now.
Oh, it is, man. It is. But I think it's that jump from Div 1 to Premier League back in the day. Like, you looked at how many sides just
huge.
yo-yoed or went up and didn't win a game. I know when I was with Croydon, mate, we went up and, Cooley was still somehow managed to have, in the last game, had a chance of staying up. But it's only because we went on a 3 or 4 game win at the back half of the year. But we were pretty much out of it for most of the year. It's just so hard. So with the Prem Reserve or Prem B, it gives you that extra sort of step before going up, hopefully, up to Prem. So yeah, it's a good idea. It makes the step up to Prem maybe a little bit easier, I guess. Not that it's easy at all, but it might make it that little bit easier.
Yep. All right, Snapper. Mate, thank you very much for coming on and having a chat, and we'll hopefully catch up with you closer. So you guys are playing, so the finals are not next weekend, the weekend after? Or is it next weekend?
That's right. So the catch-up game for Melbourne Altona is this Saturday.
Yep.
No other Premier League games. And then the following Friday night, Deer Park will play Yarraville, first v second double chance game.
Yep.
And then Moonee Valley, us will play the winner of Melbourne and Altona knockout the same Friday night.
And
heard a
any
whisper,
venues
our
as
game
yet?
will be at Moonee Ponds.
Okay.
Sorry, mate. Just heard a whisper today that our game versus the winner of Melbourne Altona will be at Moonee Ponds. I'm not sure where the Deer Park Yarraville game will be, though.
That's a long. That's a long trip for you, Snap. You boys.
So the winner. we quite like playing at Moonee Ponds. So we're pleased to hear that. And then if we're able to win that one, we'll play 2 days later on Sunday. That venue's to be determined as well, which would be against the loser of the Yarraville.
Well, if we don't see you, mate, good luck.
Yes, mate.
Hope it goes well, bud.
Thanks.
All right, mate.
Cheers,
no
fellas.
worries.
Thanks for having
Thanks,
me.
mate.
Cheers, Snap.
All right. Cheers. See you guys.
See you, mate. All right. I'll just cut him off. Give me 2 seconds, Unch, and I'll switch the screens around. Make my ugly
it's just me and you now, bud. Oh, here we go.
Yes, mate. Yeah, we will run with Division 1 and go through those results because there's a few doozies on there, mate. So
okay.
I will fix you up and get your head a bit bigger than what it needs to be. I didn't have this planned. I didn't know Dylan was going to nick off halfway through until 2 minutes before the show. Otherwise, I would have had the visuals already and ready to
mate.
To go.
Just so you know, you know, with my awesome technology, how good I am at technology, I don't know where you are on the page at the moment because I've pressed something. So you'll just have to run me through it. I just can't see what's going on.
No, that's all right. You've obviously clicked something. Good on you.
Yeah, I don't know what I've done, mate, and I'm not going to press anything or else I'll be gone completely probably. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
just
fine.
In case you're looking at yeah, sweet. No, cool.
You're right.
Continue on, Bell.
Righto, mate. So let's get on to Div 1, Section 1. We'll have a look at the results from the weekend. Here we go. The boys from Brunswick needed the win and unfortunately ran into Glenroy. So 54-84 there. So Glenroy well and truly on top there. Yarraville Footscray got defeated by Deer Park 97-50, all rinks up. Melton played Aberfeldy, bit of a dead rubber, so 100-64 there. And Club Sunbury defeated Kingsbury 83-69. Now, Kingsbury needed that game to keep their spot. I think they were second or third, so we'll have a look at the ladder, and they've slipped a bit, which they have. So Glenroy finished on top with Club Sunbury, so those two were the sort of out-and-out runners for the top two. They sort of ran away with it. From Deer Park in third, Kingsbury in fourth. As I said, Brunswick had a chance if they won that game against Glenroy. That would have snuck them into the finals. Yarraville Footscray. Melton finished off well for the season, but unfortunately Melton and Aberfeldy get relegated. So the big games this week, Unch. Big games this week.
Yes.
The first knockout final is Deer Park versus Kingsbury at Deer Park at 1 o'clock. Now, I've done a few stats. Kingsbury won their first game against Deer Park. Deer Park won the second, which was round 9. They won 99-71. But how much value you hold in that, considering it's now sort of round 14, so it was 5-6 weeks ago.
Yeah,
wouldn't hold much value in that.
No, probably not. But I think the win on the weekend will give the Deer Park crew a good little boost. You know, that's a big win against Yarraville. And personally, hopefully, Deer Park gets up. But that's just my side of things for Tebby and Laurel. Know you guys, so good luck. I hope you go well. Yeah, sorry, Kingsbury, but yeah, I just know people for Deer Park, so I want them to win.
No, I'm going Kingsbury, my old club. Going Kingsbury. Second game, we've got Glenroy versus Club Sunbury at Glenroy. Same thing, Saturday, 1 o'clock. Should be a ding-dong battle, this one. Glenroy's not, they're not miles ahead of Sunbury, so...
They've both got match winners, but... they're both good sides. And Glenroy's been around the mark for, say, the last 3, 4, 5 years. I know a couple of years ago that Croydon beat them in the semi to get up to Prem. I think they had a bit of an off year last year, but the year before that, I reckon they were might have been beaten in the sectional final, maybe. So they've been thereabouts, and could be the year, I reckon, for them, mate. I reckon they're a bit older, a bit wiser. There's a few of the boys there who were younger a few years ago, but yeah, I reckon it might be their year, I reckon, mate, to win that section.
Yep. Well, Glenroy, I had a look. Glenroy has won both games, all rinks up in both. So they've got Sunbury's number, but I can guarantee you Sunbury will turn up.
Regular season.
You reckon Sunbury won't turn up breathing? They will turn up breathing fire, going, hey, we haven't lost a rink all year. We haven't won a rink all year against Glenroy. They're not going to walk this one in.
I don't think they'll even, to be honest, man, I don't think they'll even be worried about it, mate. They'll just be going, right, we win, we go through, we lose, we play tomorrow. So, it's round robin or throughout the season. It's just a qualification. That's all it is. If you look at it in the simplest form, all your 14 games is just a qualification. You either get relegated, you either play finals, or you're stuck in the middle. So whatever's happened throughout the year, it don't mean anything. It means squat. You start at 0-0, and rinks don't matter in the end. It's the big board, and that's the one that matters. So, there's obviously, if you're a punting man, you'd probably jump on Glenroy, but you never know. Finals are an amazing thing. Strange things happen.
No. Look, I think Glenroy are no doubt favoured, but wouldn't surprise me. Games like this, especially these guys, wouldn't surprise me if Sunbury rolls them. But see, the advantage of finishing...
I'll still be taking Glenroy, though, mate. So make your tip.
Oh.
Who you got?
No, I'll go Glenroy. They've been by far the better side all year. So, alrighty, let's get on. Section 2 results. Get stuck in here.
Some big results in this one this week.
There are... Now, Blackburn nearly knocked over Middle Park. Nearly rolled them 70-73.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know. And unfortunately, Blackburn needed that game, but we'll see why in a second. Beaumaris, 78 defeated Moorabbin. This was for the home game. That was the big duel, so it's only 2 shots in it again. Richmond Union got defeated by Bentley, 171. And Melbourne defeated the in-form EEBC. So a couple of doozy results there. So we will go to the ladder. Well, Middle Park, of course, haven't lost a game. I did hear that Dean Curran's been running around blabbing his mouth saying, how good are we? Look at us.
No, I wouldn't believe that even slightly. I'll look after you, Dino, mate. I won't put any fire under the water of any other side, mate. That wouldn't be happening. They'll be just keeping a lid on it just nicely down at the old Middle Park Sharks. And I'm just stirring
it for the other clubs. He hasn't said Dean Curran.
I know you are, mate, and I'm not giving them anything. They're good boys at Middle Park, and they'll just be keeping a lid on it.
Mate, they've been out and out by far the best side, potentially in Division 1. Let's be honest. You don't go undefeated.
Yep, that's exactly it, man. You don't go through our season 14 and zip if you're no good or you don't have talent. No, that's for sure. So
because there are quality sides in there.
Yeah, the other side of it is maybe the game on the weekend is a nice little, I don't know, I wouldn't call it a scare or whatever, a reset, but maybe it might just been a bit of a reset or a little if we have our little moments, then hey, that's what can happen, I guess. So it might be a nice little, not reality check or anything like that, but just a nice little warning, maybe, I guess, types of.
Well, again, look, Blackburn had a good dip because if they won and Bentley lost, this would be swapped around. So we've got EUBC coming second, Beaumaris third, Moorabbin fourth. As I said, that game was for whoever hosts the final.
Well, the other side of it is, mate, you look at it in the end, like if Bowie, it was the same points, Bowie and EEBC. It's shots up. So it could have actually been for second place.
It could have been.
It showed how big the result with EEBC and Melbourne was.
Well, that's the thing. I think everyone sort of pegged EEBC to win that game, and guess what? They did not.
Us. Not us. Did we last week? If you go back and have a listen, I think we said it was a bit of a 50-50 flip of the coin game being at Melbourne. So well done, mate. We'll take that one.
We'll look at the matchup for this week, or the matchups. So we've got Beau Morris at Moorabbin on Saturday at Beau Morris in the knockout. So it's done for whoever loses that one. Now, this is a very interesting one, Unch.
Yes.
Beau Morris and Moorabbin drew their first game, and Bowie snuck over the line in their second game. So this is flip of a coin. I'm a betting man. I wouldn't even put a punt on this one.
I would, just because you get better odds in your 17-leg multi that you need the Belgian basketball at 3:06 in the morning to get up.
Yeah.
But that it shows how tight like that. They're obviously just two really well-matched sides.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the fence. It'll come down
to moments. I'll take Bowie just because it's at Bowie.
Oh, actually, I'll take Moorabbin.
Obviously, okay, well, I'm going to take Bowie, and I was going to say that it'll probably come down to a last end special, and my man Brendo will probably get the job done just to get him through. But I think I'll go with Bowie just because it's at home. There's a couple of experienced heads at Bowie, like my old mate Crows, who's still getting around, which was awesome to see. He'll be making sure no one gets too far ahead of themselves or anything. But I'll be taking Bowie, obviously in a tight one. I can't see it blowing out over 10 shots. Yeah, definitely.
No, well, I got Moorabbin, and I like the guys at Moorabbin. They helped me out when I was originally doing me Match Jackson Balls shows. So, no, I got Moorabbin on that one.
We all have funny reasons at times, don't we? It's great.
Yeah, I know. Now, this is the big one, Middle Park versus EEBC. Middle Park, double chance. Middle Park go red hot favourite, but there's a few people at Elwood, Elstonwick, Brighton Club that I would not. They will be well and truly fired for a game like this.
And they've got the talent.
Yes.
To cause an upset too. They probably, if you look on paper, they've got the talent to cause an upset, just plain and simple. Am I going to pick it? I don't know. Well, who are you picking, mate?
No, you got to go Middle Park. Just on form. Middle Park would probably, and I'm not taking anything away from Blackburn last week, but they've probably gone into the game and it was almost a dead rubber for Middle Park. It was like, get a win. If we don't, no big deal. I'm sure they wanted to stay undefeated, but you wouldn't be going into it sort of saying, oh, well, this is a must win. It's a must win. It was going to be a sort of a dead rubber for them.
It without even meaning for it to be, they're hard games mentally to play, I think. You think you're always switched on and you're switched on as you ever are, but when there is you've got nothing to gain, you've got nothing to lose. It's hard to play at that same intensity or have the same mental application. I think is probably is a good way of putting it. But I reckon they'll be ready to go this week. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, the interesting one here, Unch, Middle Park have beaten EEBC this year by a combined 57, with all but 2 rinks up.
Yeah. Once again, mate, I'll use the same
finals.
Or is it reasons that I used for the club Sudbury in Glenroy game? It's 0-0.
Finals. Yeah, that's right.
It's 0-0.
Past games mean diddly squat.
It's hard to back against Middle Park, mate. They haven't lost the game so far. I couldn't pick against them.
No. All right, so there we go. That's section 2 all sewn up. Let's get on to section 3. Here we go, mate. Yeah, you can stay as quiet as you need to be because I know you're involved.
I'll do the right thing, man. I'll say what I can, but please don't take it the wrong way if I say something that you think I've said the wrong way about anyone.
No, I'll just lead this section and you can leave certain games out.
Ask me questions, mate. You can go nuts, mate. I'll give our viewers the honest honest responses and thoughts on things. That's fine.
That's fine. Whittlesea, 74, defeated Croydon 66. Not the greatest way to finish the season off for Croydon, but well done to Whittlesea. Vermont South, defeated by Mitcham. Don't need to go into that. Yarra Glen, 82, defeated Moorabbark. Again, Moorabbark and Vermont South to be relegated. And Laylaw got knocked over at home by Bundoora, 74-67. Now, that really didn't shake up the ladder a lot. there. Look, the top 4 were pretty much glued in. The only other way it would have worked is if Croydon won, Yarra Glen got absolutely belted, but that didn't happen, of course. So, Laylaw, Mitcham, you nearly snuck into first place, Unch. We'll get to that in a minute. Bundoora and Yarra Glen. And the games for this week, we've got Bundoora versus Yarra Glen at Bundoora, 1 o'clock. I've just got some late mail, Unch.
I love it, mate. Go for it. Go nuts. I love it.
Very
when you
late
come up with
mail.
something.
No. Somebody's just sent this through. For the first time all year, Yarra Glen will be at full strength. So it's the first time they've done it all year. We've always had somebody missing, and this is the text I've got. We've always had somebody missing as a third or a skip throughout the season. Their second Scottish player is here for the whole final series. John Sprout, or Sprout, or however you say it. So there's a big one. So all is not lost. So again, Bundoora, Yarra Glen, knockout game. Laylaw versus Mitcham at Laylaw, double chance on the Saturday as well. So Bundoora, Yarra Glen, what do you think, mate?
I'm just trying to work out how old mate Sprouty can play if has he qualified?
Must have.
Okay.
Must
cool.
have.
I didn't know about
I'm not going to go
one,
looking it up.
No, me either. I'm sure Gordy will let us know, but Gordy's...
Oh, no, hang on. It's only 4 games. It's only 4 games.
Yeah, I just... It's funny because it being so close and knowing the blokes out there that I thought I probably would have heard something, but obviously they've kept that one under the old... or kept it to the chest very closely and not said much. So,
as I said,
if they're at full,
late mail.
If they're at full strength, mate, that's what you want during finals. You want to play against the best sides that you possibly can.
Chrissy Carswell saying he's played 4 games. He qualifies.
No, mate, Cabbage, I believe you, mate. I hadn't noticed, mate. I just probably knowing that you guys are you guys and who you got. It's just news to me, but that's just me. The other side of his Bundoora is on fire. They have been the form side for probably definitely after Christmas, if not the last 5 or 6 weeks.
Absolutely.
They should have beaten us twice, plain and simple. We somehow managed to sneak past them. But at the same point, I've got a lot of mates out at Yarra Glen. They've got a lot of talent out there. Now they've got their second Scottish international. I'm sure he's going to be second to you, Cabbage, but that's what you want. You got blokes like Athlete and Matty Crichton, Shane Manifold, Warney, Benny Simmons, Staff, Cabbage, Jeff Senior. There's they're a good side. Yeah, it's not. That's to me, it's a genuine flip of the coin because I know how talented Yarra Glen are, and if they
like you said, Bundoora is in cracking form.
Yeah. If the Yarra Glen put it all together at the right time, I think
anything's possible.
To Prem a long time ago, I think it happened one year where they put it all together and they just knocked over anything that came their way. So that's a genuine flip of the coin. I'm not going to make any tips in this one, man, because I shouldn't.
No, because you could be playing them Sunday.
Yeah, it's a genuine flip of the coin, man. But if you're going on form alone, you'd say Bundoora because they have been super. If you're going on paper, who you would pick, you'd pick Yarra Glen. So it's one of those ones.
And I'm not picking. I'm not going to pick either side because if I pick Bundy, then Ben Simmons and Carswell will come after me, and they're big boys. Don't want to mess with them too much. I'm not going to mess with them.
Chrissy's not a big fella. He's just a nice lad. Love him, mate. Ripping bloke. Just a ripping dude. I love playing against him this year. It was grouse.
Laylaw, Mitcham, I'm not going to get into it with you because you don't need to be firing anything or anybody up. I will. No.
Yeah. Whatever you want, man. I can honestly give you honest answers.
I wish Mitcham luck, and I am picking Mitcham based on Laylaw's form of late, and also the sky was going to fall out and earthquakes and lightning and people were going to be struck down with Mitcham and what happened with them over Christmas, and you guys have just been in absolute cracking form. I think you lost to Yarra Glen by 2, and then after that you haven't dropped one.
Yeah, no, after Christmas, it's to coming back here into the new year, it was different. It's fair to say. Everyone knows what's happened. We lost players, whatever else, whatever reasons. That's between the club and them.
Yep.
It's given blokes who maybe weren't given a go or who weren't in the side a chance, and there's probably a few blokes who probably thought that they should have been in the side. So there's some chips on the shoulders down here, mate. I think it's a good way of putting it. It's funny you cruise around or you hear things from going and playing tournaments and that, and we were cooked supposedly. We were absolutely cooked.
Yeah,
we probably still are, to be honest. Like, so I'm sure everyone thinks we still are. So we're just going to go at our business. We're going to go in with chips on our shoulders, like we should, and like we deserve to.
Yep.
We can beat anyone, and we expect to beat anyone, and we expect to win Saturday, and that's the way we're going into the game. Plain and simple.
Now I'm reading
who we're playing. Laylaw, awesome side. Do not get me wrong.
Oh yeah, great. Well, you don't finish on top of the ladder, being bums.
Nah, they're a ripping side. They're a ripping bunch of blokes too. So I know on the green when it's on, it'll be on. But I know there'll be frothies afterwards, and there'll be congratulations, and we'll hopefully see you the following week to whoever loses. Whoever wins will have to win, and it'll have to be it'll be a tough battle, plain and simple. Looking forward to it. I'm sure everyone who is playing finals is looking forward to it. But looking forward to it, big time.
Yep. Righto. So best of luck to the guys there. I've got friends in most of the sides there, so good luck to all of you. That's why I'm sitting on the fence, well and truly.
Cheers, mate.
Righto.
Thank you.
Division 1, Section 4, let's get into that, and then we'll wrap up for the night because we're running a bit long. Now, I think this was basically top 4 playing the bottom 4. So, Cheltenham, a few results here, but a few absolute blowouts in the results.
Unbelievable.
I know. So, Cheltenham's knocked over Pakenham 88 to 50 all rinks up. Mentone Edge have knocked... Parkdale, sorry. Mentone Edge have knocked over Narre Warren 92 to 65 all rinks up. Pakenham's defeated Cranbourne 104 to 54 all rinks up. And Keysborough have made the bottom 4 look good and actually got a rink up. They lost 87 to 70 and got a rink up. So it wasn't too bad for Keysborough on that one. But
just some beltings though. That was unbelievable.
I know. But this, as we'll see on the ladder here, there was definitely a big difference between top 4, maybe Cranbourne you could slip in there and the rest. So Mentone Edge finishes on top barely. It only finished. So they were, with that draw that they got, they were lucky. If they dropped that game, it would have been even with Pakenham. Then Cheltenham.
The best.
Yeah,
sorry, mate, keep going. Sorry. No, keep going after you.
Yep, Cheltenham, Mulgrave.
They've probably steadied the ship there now, which is nice for them.
Yeah. So Cranbourne, Narre Warren, unfortunately Parkdale and Keysborough are out for that section. So coming week, here we go, a couple of big games here. Cheltenham versus Mulgrave at Cheltenham. See, I think Mulgrave, did they lose the week before and therefore I think dropped their chance for a home game? I think it was.
Yes, I remember they beat Cranbourne 2 weeks ago and then lost to, I can't remember. Might have been, maybe it was Cheltenham, maybe? I can't remember exactly.
Neither can I.
But, they definitely lost the second last game. Hang on, I'll just get it up now.
They lost to Packy. They lost to Pakenham round 13, yep.
Okay, yep. But,
and that one was at home. So that's the one they dropped that they really wanted to win and should have won. But, well, here we go. They get a bit of that.
Very good. I like it.
Yeah. So, Cheltenham, Mulgrave at Cheltenham. 1 p.m. knockout game. Now, for this one, this has been split during the year. And the strange thing is, and Mulgrave will be happy with this one, with this little stat, and they'll know anyway. Cheltenham beat Mulgrave at Mulgrave, round 10. Mulgrave beat Cheltenham at Cheltenham, round 3. But they've been really close games. The round 10 game, there were 5 shots in it. Round 3 game, there were 7 shots in it. So this is just this is a flip of the coin. Who the hell knows? because both sides have beaten each other away. So
yeah, got you. I reckon you'd be. I'm going to side towards Cheltenham just because of it's at home.
Yep.
And that's all I got. I got nothing else. It could go either way. Obviously, if it's been that close throughout the year, this is a genuine, just well matched sides. It's
that's right. That's right. So next game, Mentone Edge versus Pakenham. This is for the double chance, and this is another doozy of a game because both of them have beaten each other at home this year. Pakenham ended up giving Mentone a real touch-up. I think it was round 9 or round 10. Knocked them over 85-58. So, again, either team goes into this pretty confident they can knock over the other one. I
think it's probably fallen well for both of those sides and probably both the Cheltenham and Mulgrave sides, I guess. Like both Cheltenham and Mulgrave, I'm pretty sure Mulgrave's still playing on their grass, I think. I don't know. But I'm assuming that they are. So the two grass clubs are playing against each other and then the two synthetic or carpet clubs are playing against each other. So, you know, it's funny how it falls. Mentone's plastic it's different from everywhere. It's an older school plastic. It's good. It's grouse. It's a good plastic, I guess, but it's just it's like one of the old sand-based sort of ones. So it's a bit different from what Packy's got. If the wind picks up down there, it could be a hard day at the office. It does a few little tricky things, but you look at the Pakenham side. There's a lot of experience in there, and a lot of high level experience too. You know, like with Nev going down there this year, Vuda's made some quarters and semis of some big singles events. You know, there's a lot of talent there that could probably get the job done in a double chance. Who I'm going to take? Look, I've got to go for Mentone, man. Like they've had a couple of tough years, and I'm rapt that they're going well. I'm rapt that they're going well again.
Yep.
They've had a couple of bad years, and they've steadied the ship. Lockie and Footy and the boys down there got a couple of good recruits in from Murrumbina and Parkwind, Roscoe. And it's good. I'm just rapt that they stopped the bleeding and they're now got a chance to play some finals and go well.
Yeah, I just got told, and this makes a huge difference too, because I can tell you we're in the same boat. Mentone got both sides at home on Saturday.
Sorry, mate, what was that? Sorry?
Mentone have got both sides at home on Saturday. So that makes a big difference as well, because that's to be able to feed off either side.
Yes.
Huge.
Yeah,
yes.
It's you've got 32 players there instead, all obviously, all for the one club as well as supporters. So yeah, it makes it a little bit more daunting, I guess. And it's if I remember correctly, I think that'll just be using the plastic, I guess. So it'll be tight. They'll all be on the one green, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, we've got lucky for Croydon this week, we've got 3 teams at home. So again,
right. Okay, so you'll be your side. I saw my old mate Dougie Corrigan on Saturday, which was awesome.
Yes, Dougie's in, so he's in the third side. So I'm hearing a whisper that the second and third side will be on the plastic, and the fourths will be the fourths will be on the grass, and then the fifths are away.
Yeah, fifths are away to Heathmont because that's who my mum's playing against. So go Heathmont.
There you go.
Hope you smash
Croydon. Go Pirates.
Go mum. Good luck. Enjoy it. First final in bowls ever. So she'll be frothing.
Oh, is it?
She'll be excited as. Yeah, mate.
Good on her.
This is the first year playing pennant, and she's pretending like it doesn't mean a lot to her, but she's been down there practicing and doing the yards. As I said, I played with her the other week, and I thought she was going to be terrible, but she went really well. So, in a way, I'm spewing on playing in a way because I'd be, mum's come and supported me, and with our bowls and whatever, she'd always come and watch us. So, unfortunately, I can't be there, but good luck, mum. I'm sure you'll do well.
All right. Well, good luck to everyone. We'll wrap up the show. Yes. We've got the show done in under an hour. Woo!
Hey, well done, man. Very good.
I know. I know. So we'll wrap up the show. Next week we'll be back. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to have Toddy all that often for the next, for the rest of the season. Toddy's tied up with his kids' basketball and things of that nature. That's why he hasn't been on the last couple of weeks.
Just get on to Matty, get on to Clarkey on his email and just hound him if you want to have a crack and do what we do.
Lucas wants to hog the spotlight.
Beautiful. That's good. I love it when Lucas is on. It's always good fun.
Yeah, so we'll probably have Loose Lips on next week. And we may be able to sneak another one in. We'll see how we go. I can run 4 or 5 across the board.
We might get a little celebrity one or just a little sort of cameo 15-minute special or something like that. We'll leave it with us, mate. We might be able to come up with something.
Now, I heard a rumour, Orange, from you.
Yes. Oh, what? Yeah, what?
Friday night, would you be appearing or commentating on a particular?
No, I don't. No? I don't know, man. That's not from me. I don't believe so. I believe that they're all fully quoted for now. It sounds like so. I did throw it out there, mate. I tried to get me mug on there or have a bit of a little cameo, but no, I think I've been shot down. I think they're probably worried they'll say something wrong or something along those lines. But
Hey, Troy, if you're watching, mate,
I couldn't get on there.
Troy, I don't say anything wrong, and I don't know many people, so I'll be just commentating on bowls. Just putting it out there. That's unless Twisty's organised on.
I think they've got their finals commentary team together, which will be very, very good. Do not get me wrong. They'll probably have Sammy Rogers, Troy. I'm sure.
No, Sammy's playing.
Tone. Not Friday night. He's not. He'll be playing Saturday.
Righto.
I believe my old mate Tone Sherwood will be there. So they've got. It's a very good commentary team they've got, mate. I just thought I'd just see if I could windle my way in there. And no cigar, mate. No cigar.
What are we doing Friday night, Unch? Do we want to get down to Burwood?
Look, mate. I won't be.
Get back to me.
I've got the kids, mate.
You got the kids. Fair enough.
Mate. I'll be getting the kids in bed, mate, and I'll probably have a couple of froths.
No, you won't. You've got to stay hydrated for Saturday.
Yeah, which will involve a couple of froths. I always have a couple of froths at the end of the working week, mate. So I'll be just making sure that I understand that the week is over and it's now the weekend. And I'll just be taking it easy, mate. Enjoying the day with the kids, or the evening with the kids. And,
wonderful.
Watching the live stream, mate. So that'll be
good stuff. All right, everyone. As we said before, who's doing the live stream? Fitzroy, is it? Fitzroy Heathmont? No. MCC Heathmont. Friday night.
MCC Heathmont. From Burwood.
BV TV on Facebook from Burwood. Check that out. Apart from that, everybody enjoy your weekend. Good bowling. If you're playing in the finals, good luck to you. Yes. Give it a good shot. Yes. And, if you have to play Sunday, stay hydrated and take the umbrella for Sunday potentially. So have a good one, guys. We'll see.
Yep. Good luck, everyone. Clarkey, good luck to you too, man. I hope you go well, bud.